Our lovely new matrix system. I've used this before because, One Key uses matrix also. Theirs was updated to this in November. But here's the thing about, we had notification, New York just said, here's the new system, and didn't tell anybody anything. But it did happen in November, because I was putting up listings for an agent in November, so that's how I kind of got used to this in the searching. One thing I will say is when you're searching in the search bar here for an address, do not put Ave, do not put street, do not put road. If you do that, nothing will show up. So you just have to put, which yours does show now, by the way. I'm gonna use hers as an example. For a long time, we were trying to find the Sandias transaction that was not showing up. Never emailed them like, Janine, did you do your job? Correct. Now, if I were to put in whatever the street is, it literally will not pop, but now it pops, it's right here. It does show properly on your end. What do I need to do?
You gotta share the Zoom, so share your screen.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's okay.
I'm glad you're here.
That's what I was looking at us.
Yeah, so I was like, I think we're supposed to be seeing stuff, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, you are, sorry guys.
Whoop, you didn't miss anything. And wait, oh my god, come on. Hide the panel.
Let's stop share.
Hide the
Fine,
panel.
you're fine, you're fine. I know how to do that sometimes.
Okay, but
I know sometimes how to do that. So yeah, don't ever put the word street. I learned that. The reason why I know that is because of searching on New York for things when we couldn't find stuff. A lot of the features that you guys are used to aren't yet fully available. They're slowly getting things up and running. It's taking a little longer than they expected. So like when you click on an address or a property right here, we're just gonna use you for an example. You can't click on open house to see if there's an open house. I mean, there actually, it might show if there is one. We don't have it scheduled here. History is not available. It's grayed out. There's nothing I could do. Slowly, these categories are starting to populate. For whatever reason, the documents are not showing. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't know why. I'll double check, make sure the sales disclosure's not there. There should be a little thing for documents here. But you can still get to real list from these three. You can still get to RPR and the property records. Property records has taken over the tax. So you'd see T for tax. It's now called property records, and it is fantastic when you click on it. It's gonna redirect me. Do they see this too? Okay. Property records, they introduced this probably about 6 months ago. 7 months ago,
Well, Garden State has been using this for a while.
but NJ introduced it a while ago too. Here you have lots, this is your tax records essentially, so it shows your information. I'm trying to scroll down, it gives you kind of like a little bit of the survey here, mailing address. Sometimes you actually have access to the deeds. Tax data hazards, is all,
The document section is really cool too.
that's what I was trying to look for. Oh, this one doesn't particularly have it because it's. So under documents. You can get the property assessment card if they're available. Sometimes they're available for the property, sometimes they're not. Property record, that one's not available. Deed is not available. You can kind of see what's available. Every property is slightly different, but this is where you come for tax records and stuff. It's a little nicer.
The biggest
and-
thing is most of the time, you have the square footage, because it's not common. It's just
Correct, so
gains
you
from-
get a lot of, like I use Realist for a lot of stuff, but if you're looking for more personal information, copies of the deeds and things like that. From this stock, NJ property records is great. Anyway, we'll go back to it here. Printing stuff is fairly easy. You literally just hit print down here. No, I'm just trying to see with the box. Is in my way. I was trying to like, I can't scroll down because this is here. Okay. This is what Amanda was trying to do. There we go. Print's really simple. It automatically has it set for agent full listing. So if you wanted to print it for customer, make sure you're on customer detail. And it changes what's being printed for your customer. So if you're going for showings and you want to print the customer version and your version, which nowadays, I hate to say it, it's the same document. You used to print the agent detail because we wanted the commission on it. which after a while, the commission was visible to the buyers, so they could see what you were getting paid. But. Yes,
What I did notice from here is that it's very generic, like the way it goes out, it's not the same. But you're able to change like the way the header and footer looks, everything looks cheap.
oh, without header, without header, footer only
And you could actually customize your header and footer in
in the print,
in the
Email.
settings.
oh, in the settings. There's a lot of things you can do, from like, when you go to the front page here. That lets me go, you can customize how your whole front page looks. And what you want on here, what you don't want on here. You view your bill from here, you can update your info, register for classes, get your realist from here, get to the property records from here. There's a cloud CMA, your showing time is on here, but you can customize and by editing your dashboard. Social Bay, something Esteban uses. That, so when you have a listing now, if you have this linked properly, it automatically will go out to your, as soon as you have an active listing, it automatically shoots out to like Facebook and Instagram. If you have any other questions, ask mom.
Do you have to go into social media and do anything, or?
I
Yeah,
think
you
you
have
have
to
to just like
I
register.
told you this like 5 months ago.
Yeah, this came out a while ago. This came out like June.
5 months ago, this came
Uh,
out yesterday.
No.
So
yeah, you have to
Social
just
Bay,
go in and register.
Social Bay came out in like June, July. You go in and then you just have to link your Facebook and I think you have to link your stuff to it.
I'm gonna be straight up, I just didn't listen, so, what's it?
Right.
You just have to go in
Social
and
Bay.
register.
Okay,
Go in, register.
okay.
So every time you have a listing, you don't have to worry about, like, you used to have to take that link and put it onto your Facebook and your Instagram. This does it for you automatically when you have an active listing. As soon as you go live, it's publishing it for you.
And right from Social Bay, you're able to do also social media campaigns and boost posts and do posts.
I don't do that. He uses it all the time. So it will go out. Town school information. Find them on, oh, they're on Instagram now, okay, yeah. But this is, you can customize it, you can customize it by color too, I just found out. What you want here, you want your listings to show, market watch. Some of the stats, so please note that if you're asking just for any market stats right now, they are not yet available. So Jess literally cannot get them to you.
Oh,
It's very difficult. I think the year stats are available to see what happened over the past year on NJMLS, but not by month. It's not drilling down right now per town is a pain because if you're putting in local 300, you have to make sure you're choosing county 300. I mean, Bergen County, because Essex might have a 300, State might have a 300, and then you start pulling in other, some things are mucky. Like I said, we're still working. You can get forms and DocuSigns on here, everything on here. Input, tax, you can get the real, these are the public records. Like I said, some of the stuff is not, so on Joyce's end, there's a thing up here that's called market reports. That's not available to us yet. Under market reports is where you will be eventually be able to get to your circle of excellence. To get the information for that. Right now, can't get there. To input a listing though. Pull this out. You're gonna click on input, it's. One thing they haven't done yet is that if you have a listing on here that you prepped, cause you were, hoping to get it. And it hasn't gone anywhere, NJ used to expire after 6 months, used to be 3 months, then they extended to 6 months, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. Or you could physically remove the listing that you prepped, you can't do that right now. This is literally that I taught, so now this is gonna sit in here till God knows when, because I cannot remove it, I cannot delete this. So it's just gonna
Oh,
sit in
it's
my,
temporary, you can't remove it?
nope, right now,
You know, when they first came up, it allowed
no
you.
action, so. The only thing I can do on the 3-button side right now, at this moment, because it's in a temporary state.
It's a temporary.
Yeah, but there used to be a remove option. You used to be able to remove your listing and you can't do it
And
anymore if you don't want
And they
it.
had that here too, the first few days, and then they took it away.
And then it's gone. So hopefully it'll be back, that is showing time. What we did find out is that you will eventually, please Lord, be sooner than later, be able to create your listing agreements again from the website. So there's no double work. She's like, I don't ever create listing agreements on the website. So, but now when you go to enter listing, it can be a bit of a pain, I will say that. Obviously, like you choose the category that it's gonna go to. Sometimes when you're searching in here, it's not searching properly. It's a lot of fun. I'm just gonna put an address.
One check.
Nah.
Janine, I'm sorry, I know you said this already, but you said we can't get the documents from here, right? Like if I needed a seller's disclosure or something from a specific listing.
It should be on there. There were issues at times when that's why yours is probably not showing and I may have to re-upload it. Cause your listing went live.
Just another one, like I'm looking up another one right now and I don't.
So what
see it.
happened is when listings got transferred, and I think when we initially put listings live in the very beginning, when this split was made, the documents weren't showing properly. They're also, if they were there, they were showing as a blank white document. I don't know on your end if you can see if yours is in there, you can.
I'll take a look, this is on another one.
Yeah, but in yours, if you just go into input
Yeah.
and go down to edit.
Yeah.
You'll see, it says pictures and stuff and documents, and if it's not in there, I wanna make sure we get it back in there. Cause it happened with another agent and then there was no documents and I had to re-upload them into the system. So I think right now NJ is not getting on anyone for not having their lead paint on the MLS or certain documents because they know everything's been a little and I don't think they have time to really hound people and find them while their stuff is incorrect and mess. But like if I were to try to do this, it's showing me an old listing ID for this house in Bogota. It's showing me that. I can't do anything. I can't touch this. It's not my listing. I can't copy that listing. This is what's part of the problem right now.
But that's not your listing. No, well, you could never copy.
No, but if you're
somebody
searching for
else's
the
listing.
address, this is what's coming up and it's not showing me the rest of, unless I physically have to write it all out.
Well, but you will click the second one.
Nope, that's Cliffside Park. See, this is all that's showing up. It's showing a previous listing.
If you click on that, it's gonna.
And it's gonna yell at me. Well, if I click on it, I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna scroll down. Oh, now it's actually, sometimes it's not letting you. Sometimes it was not even allowing you to clone it or even do this. But you're gonna fill from tax records. Sometimes it's showing with an ID, like a listing ID because it was someone else's listing from, that was obviously from 2019. And sometimes it's not allowing you to, so if it gives you a blank, you literally have to go get the tax ID number. Which is a pain, now I will say. You can open up several tabs like you used to be able to, unlike Garden where it knocks you out of the system. So if I were to go back here, if you went to Real List, you can pull that from Real List.
Wait, how'd you open up another tab?
I just right click and open a new tab.
Oh, okay. So there was like a-
Did it not open up my Real List for me? There it goes. I'll show you where to pull it from Real List if you have to, because I know exactly where it is when it wants to load. Just gonna hit continue while I'm waiting for that to
You
go.
can get it from New Jersey property data too.
Yeah, but I know exactly where it is here. I don't know where it is on that one. Why does Clifford Park come up before Pagoda?
Not out of safety.
I don't understand why Pagoda wouldn't come up first, because it's alphabetical. Brought me over this way, okay, good. Realist, where are you? If I scroll down, it's right here is the tax ID number, it's actually really easy to get to here. I actually had to do this the other day because I was trying to, that listing that I have stuck now. It wouldn't let me pull it. So we're now when you're on NJMLS, putting in, what's nice about this is it tells you, like garden. It gives you categories of what needs to be filled in and how many things need to be filled in. It is pretty straightforward. Oh, also. You know what county this is in, if it's in area 300 or things like that, you can stick the number in there, it doesn't populate right now. Which is why, if you do a search for Casper Heights or something, you might find too little listings because this hasn't been populated.
Yeah, that's not required fill anyway, is it?
No, it's an issue right now though. Because Joyce was searching for Hasbrook Heights and only found 2 listings. Which doesn't seem right. There should be a little bit more than that. So if you're searching by town and it's because people that are putting in new listings, we don't know that we need to put the local county, it's not. Certain things are a little funky. Most of the stuff is in here. Required driving directions, your list price. Now, right now, if I were to put a listing date in here and I'm doing it for fun, put it Monday, it's going to yell at me that this is too far ahead, but it'll leave it in there for you. It won't remove it. Expiration date. Oh, I'm just choosing random stuff. And as I do this, now that went down to 3 because I filled this. Even though I filled this in, the number didn't reduce because it's an error because it's too far ahead. I didn't fill in the directions, I didn't fill in that, that's why they're showing.
There's still no coming soon or anything for this?
We're still on the normal
3 days.
3 days with the 4th day having to go live. Owner phone number, look guys, don't put your phone number in here, don't ever put your phone number in here. Cause if your listing expires, you know who's getting a phone call? Yep. I just do
Do
this.
zeros or fives?
Literally, I throw 5s in there. Agent name, all the stuff will come up in here. This is nothing required. Agency type, these are normal things. You're gonna choose seller's agent. Agreement type, right to sell. Is there lead paint? Yes, no. I'm just choosing random things. Your seller's disclosure should be marked as yes. These are all just normal. This is just yelling at you to tell you, you no longer, we used to check the box, it would pop up another box and yell at you to put the lead paint on there. Now you just get this alert. Is it for lease? This is a new question, guys. This was never on there.
That was lease year and wire.
Not required. It's a required question now. Exceptions generally no, easements, and then all of these were. You just had the drop down like you did then. It asked for easements, I just always, look, I don't know, so I
That
just,
wasn't even required.
yes, it was.
What?
Yeah, we usually it was none known.
None known that you know of, solar, yes or no. I'm sure if I were to choose this, yes, it automatically makes what this is required. All of these are drop downs. So that it's not super hard.
So you see when Janine
It's
checked
less confusing.
solar.
As I'm checking the numbers
You've
going
got a
on.
listing that's got solar panels on it. You need to have the conversation with Mr. Seller is, do they own them? Do they lease them? Because that's gonna be the next information that you're gonna have to fill out.
What I do, if they
On
do,
there.
when you're sending them their listing agreement, send them the solar panel addendum. Because they need to put on there whether it's rented, whether it's leased, when the time frame is up, what the amount is, and I take that just like the lead paint, the seller's disclosure, I do it with the condo form generally. I'll get the condo form sometimes sent out to the seller, so they can fill in the maintenance fee, if there's an assessment, I send that out and I throw that all on the MLS's documents. Your buyer has to sign it, because here's what happens half the time, you're writing a buyer contract, you do the buyer addendum, but you don't realize you just write the amount that you see on the MLS, but part of that amount might have an assessment to it, and you have no idea. To me, that document and the solar panel should come from the seller first and be put on the MLS. So then the buyers can see everything and know exactly what they're going into. Cause a lot of times if there's solar panel, the mortgage needs to take that into consideration, just like they do the condo association dollar amount to see if they can afford their loan. Number of rooms is just like it was before. I'm just writing random numbers in here.
It seems like it's actually, once you get used to it, it's a little bit
It's
easier.
actually, it's easy to go through, it's just that it's, I think the biggest thing with this is making sure you're, if this is not at 100%, maybe making it at 75% so you can see more of the page. You know what I'm saying? Just something like this, so it's easier visually, because it's so like zoomed in when you're looking at it.
There's a function in the settings that you can do that.
Automatically in here? I didn't even know that. Full baths, I'm just gonna say 1 for fun.
Well, can we try?
I'm not there right now.
No, not now.
Style of home, this is all the normal stuff that you would have had to choose anyway that was in yellow, I'm just randomly.
So it's not filling in the taxes and stuff from.
No, it never did. NJMLS never fills in taxes.
That's right.
You had to do it yourself. Garden pulls it in. But double check your garden. Garden isn't always proper when it pulls in the
Yeah.
taxes. Sub-style, and these just, huh?
My boy takes care of that.
Boys Lee, that's what he's referring to. Lee is on here right now, by the way. First floor, this is like it was always, how it was that yellow box, like what's on the first floor, living room, dining room, kitchen, you know. I'm just gonna stick random numbers in there right now, or letters. just so it goes away, but as every time I do this, things are disappearing.
And first floor description's a requirement now.
It always was. First source always, possession, you always had this on there. 31 to 60 days, I don't know what you're choosing. Showings begin on. So in your case, the showings begin on still exists. So if your listing is going live on a Tuesday and you're holding showings until Saturday's open house, you have to have delayed showing for it. Where if you go live on a Wednesday and you're no showings till Saturday, you're okay because it's the day. It's 3 days, so it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you have to show it on the 4th day. So since you're doing the open houses on the 4th day, you don't need the form.
But if you're putting it in Garden State.
Is it coming soon?
It goes in as a coming soon.
With that date, it automatically flips it to active for you. Showing requirements, this is, you know, how they get a hold of you as the agent, you're gonna choose showing time. A lot of this on, it's drop downs where it was visual for us and we can just check boxes, we don't have to we didn't have to scroll like we used to. Showing instructions, here's something fun, agent remarks, we used to be limited to 300 characters, we're actually limited to 1,000 now. So we got a nice boost on agent remarks, and we got 5 additional characters for the customer remarks. Went from 995 to 1,000. Not like that's really gonna do anything. So when you use ChatGPT, which a lot of you do, and then give it to me, I have to butcher your description. I literally take out words that are just redundant, useless, but I first go change everything from and to the symbol, with to the slash. I'll change living room to LR. I do things like that before I have to take out the 4,000 adjectives before the word living room. It's awful. I hate ChatGPT. I'm gonna make that very clear. Make sure your internet remarks that you copy down, because that's what gets posted out. It is automatically checked for you that you want the listing to the internet and the address to be displayed. You don't have to worry about that. You used to have to check that. Now you don't. What else am I missing? Oh, so features, as I scroll down here. Why did that just pop back up? Features is the whole bottom yellow section that we had on the MLS. That was, oh, is there any pools? Is there a garage? You know, is what all the different amenities, all that stuff is your feature section. And again, everything is a drop down, but just know that when you click in here, because there's numerous options, you have to literally click back out of it. It doesn't just go away once you click something, because when you get to lifestyle, you could be checking close to parks. Scroll down, close to schools, parks, shopping, so it starts adding them all because there's numerous categories. And when you are in, and I will say this, heating. If you choose baseboard, that's fantastic. You must choose a type, whether it's gas or oil. If you violate this, it literally alerts you to choose a fuel source. They never used to do that before. And I'm sure cooling is, well, cooling's a little, I do ductless. Yeah, it doesn't do it with this because it's different. All of these are just the normal things that you did. Year built, it's the same thing. All the categories that we're used to are here. Floodplain view.
What was the architectural style?
Yeah, that was the very bottom. So if there's a carriage house. I don't,
Is there a-
Well, it used to say style,
it used
not.
to say.
No, style was already up at the top.
No, so you have colonial, and then I asked you the sub style.
Yeah.
So this was
Sub-style.
always, architectural style was always on the bottom.
That wasn't a required field, now it's.
Yes, it is. It was part of the yellow section. It was literally the last category in the yellow section.
It was some style.
So like if this is a log cabin home, it could be a colonial center hall log cabin home, which you'd find more in West
Or it could
Milford.
be a colonial sidewalk.
It has a
as
rear,
opposed to
or
center
so if you have a Cape Cod, that's a sidewall. He didn't even notice this. He never even noticed this before.
No, because I don't remember.
I don't remember
Yes.
seeing
Oh my
that.
God, the sub-style wasn't even required at one point, you
Yeah.
only had to do style, no, it wasn't at one point. You
I
only
don't
had to do
remember
style.
seeing that either.
No, it was not
Sub
required.
styles required.
Now it is,
Yeah.
it wasn't required at one point, and that, the other instrument
Yes,
was not
oh,
required.
and I can give you printouts of it being there.
No, I'm saying, at one point it wasn't, maybe
Probably.
it
Let's
it
finish
was not at
the-
one point.
Let's finish
Yeah.
focusing input.
So then you would just go ahead and just fill in your random things, views, none, I don't know. But as you, like I said, as you go through, you can figure out what's missing and what's not. Garden will alert you once you come out of it, like if you move to the next section. Then you're just gonna hit save as incomplete. I'm gonna go back to my, this is what it would look like in its partial state, so it kind of gives you an idea of what's been checked off, what's not been checked off, clearly I didn't answer half the information. But this for the most part still looks the same. The only thing is like this section used to be double-sided. It was like two things and not, but everything's in here, the owner's name, the owner address, phone numbers. All of this is still quite normal.
And we manage photos from there, I'm assuming.
Right, so no, so when I go back to input,
There's the one on the bottom too.
but when you're here, if you go back to input, and I'm just gonna click on edit, so everybody can see this. Right here are photos.
Oh.
Permanent. What the hell is this damn photo?
NJMLS.
Yes.
That's you. You changed.
Well, the first
Like
off,
Buddy DL.
you click add photos and you just hit browse and select your photos. It's still up to 50 photos. If you have photos that you need to, so like there was a listing that I put up for an agent, it was a rental. We had to use the old photos until she took some new ones. It was there for photos anyway, so we didn't care. So when I went back in, if you go to actions, there's a select all. And then when you come back out,
It's permanent.
there we go. See how it selected the photo, and then I can come back in here and go delete selected, so it just deletes them all for you. If you have to mark them all as virtually staged, you can do select all. And then mark them all for yourself, so you don't have to individually choose which ones are, if they aren't. Or you can delete them all. Documents are here. You're gonna go to the right where it says add documents. You'll upload your your file, choose, and then here, the options are all here. Lead paint is here. Seller's disclosure is here. Still do not why they don't have flood risk form here. I don't know why, but you can choose floor plan, whatever. You can create your own description. It needs to be set to private. Well, it's really up to you. Private means only MLS members can see the documents. Public means that when it goes out to Zillow, Realtor, wherever, those documents are available to the public also. Conditional, I haven't decided yet. I think conditional like hides them.
Well, conditional is probably, if you select conditional, it's probably gonna then get, you're gonna have to tell them what the condition is.
I've tried to. There is a spot that it tells you what they all are, that was at one point, I just don't remember. But it'll stay on private, that's where it goes, only you can see them as agents on the MLS, which is where you want it. Again, you'll just hit save as incomplete, so at least the good thing is that we can still upload our photos, we can still upload our documents before your listing goes live. And when your listing is ready to go live, all you're just gonna do is hit submit. And if anything's missing, it's going to yell at you like you used to. One thing I cannot show you right now is,
Can you go to a live listing?
we were just at one second though. When your listing is under contract or getting ready to ARIP, I can't physically show you, but I can show you where to go. You're gonna go to input, you're gonna come here, you're gonna click on these three dots. When you click on these three dots, because your listing is active at that point, you're gonna have a series of options. That will be attorney review and process. You'll see withdrawal. You'll see open house. So that's where you're gonna add your open houses. You'll be able to manage your showing time. So you'll see when you click on those three dots for an active listing. So when you gotta go to under contract, you just go back to input, three dots. It's super easy. And then one other thing that's actually really nice is that, I'm gonna click on one of these. I don't know if I can. I'll just do it from in here.
So if you've
If
got a
I'm
lot
looking
of
for
listings.
another agent, let's just say you're marking it ARIP and you gotta put the other agent's name in. This is the beautiful thing now. I can start doing this. And their names start to populate for you. So all of the MLS populates super fast. You used to have to put in like their last name and then select what office. It's all here. So if I were to click on, I'm just gonna go to the person below this, so on for fun. And it's gonna, like, so ARIP or this, it's gonna put their information right in here. So when you do ARIP and you see it is actually quite easy to search for them. Cause it's it automatically does, like Garden does the automatic search for you in a way. So that's the one thing I'm gonna hit close.
So if you have a lot of listings, you can go to the matrix and set up your dashboard so that the listing widget is there.
Right,
So you don't have to go and drop and
Okay.
drag, you can set that and turn on my listings.
My listings is right here. Click it.
And then
I
that
don't
be,
have any listings, so it's not.
all right, but then, go back to the dashboard,
My stats, interesting.
yeah. So whatever, if you go to my
I'm
matrix,
gonna hit refresh it.
oh,
It's not gonna show for me. Cause I have no listings.
It says no active.
but you know, so if you've got a lot of listings, it's gonna, one of those widgets will be there for my listing, so you can select it there. And then the three dots, Maria had to find that out, if you click on those three dots off to the right-hand side,
Yeah.
that's where you would you know, you can change
Change the
status. And whether it's withdrawing it or going in under contract or stuff like that, that's where you
And when
go
you
for that.
choose, you'll only see withdraw. When it brings the next page up for you to mark the date, that's when it asks you temporary, conditional, unconditional, that's when you'll choose it. It's just, they just leave you with, instead of like having withdraw temporary, but it's just withdraw, and then when you go in to do it.
And the field has a funky name now, cause I just had this happen on a listing. It's not called withdrawal date, it's called,
Release.
proposed get through date or something like that. Basically, if it's a conditional withdrawal, that's the field that you look at to see exactly what the date is for it still to be good through.
Oh,
So
which
it's
is
like under-
normally the expiration date on.
So
the
its expiration date
conditional.
is not there anymore, so what they do is they have the listing day, and then that field called, I think it's called proposed good through or something like that, but that's the conditional withdrawal date field. And I was like, where is this thing? And I had to call MLS about it.
So you can save under there where it says the searches, you can create and name searches just like you used to before, and then you could save them. If you're running them every day, you could have the search widget, my favorite searches is over there. You could have that set up to, so when you open it up on your dashboard, your searches are right there.
Oh, you
Also,
can't.
searches you did, like, not client searches.
What?
you have.
Well, it could be
Yeah.
client
Client
searches,
searches too,
yeah,
yeah.
it's client searches too.
So you can even check this.
We used to have like office hot sheet, where?
Oh.
Hot sheets are there.
Oh,
sheets are here.
you might have access to them, Joyce, we don't.
Go to, go to dashboard.
No, she's already there.
Hot sheets
Oh.
are here. You, and so you've got Bergen County, you've got cross property, you can create your own, so if you click on cross property,
Customize.
you can customize, and then you can add another one.
So Joyce, the ones we had set up did not transfer over.
More than likely, no.
No, because what they did too is, let's just say you had a listing in a partial state, you were supposed to go live that Monday. Something happens and now you had to go live Thursday, you had to re-input your entire listing.
Oh.
They, for some reason, they didn't transfer over the partial listings, they only transferred over the active listings.
One more question, so if you had automatic, emails going out with searches to individuals, do we?
You're gonna have to check those contacts and make sure that those searches should have,
My guy
should
told me
have,
he
I mean,
hasn't
my
gotten any-
searches are there that I had.
My guy told me he hasn't gotten any emails.
Because the email is not set up automatic, so the searches are there, then you have to go into that person, yeah, no, so then you gotta go into the person. Click on that search and then link it to the person again. Yes, so everyone, so like, I have to tell them, you have to literally go in, so, but the searches are there, you don't have to at least rebuild them. You do have to go into the,
You just have
insert,
to marry the two
link it to the
together.
contact and then tell it automatically.
I gotta put my contact,
Yep.
and then.
Click on the click on the search, you have even a contact, go to the searches. So there's certain,
Can you
like,
show me
my
the-
safe searches under. So go to
Those are the
search,
things
no,
I
go to
want.
matrix, my matrix.
My
My
matrix,
safe
My
searches,
safe
my safe
searches.
Nah, it's on the top.
oh, I don't know if they'd be over here.
I just, yeah, my safe searches.
Right.
Oh, right here,
there.
my safe
Mhm.
searches, I don't have, actually, I probably
And
do.
then once you have the search, you click on the search, and then when you open it up, you can link it to your contact, and you have to tell it now, you still gotta go into the bottom and tell it automatically when to send it.
So it
and-
imported this,
So click on Heather.
Thank
Well,
you.
we're good. Click, click the thing, click on her. Okay, and then it's like, so then you're gonna go to the settings, and then see, so here is where you have to link it to Heather again.
create that, that's really.
So my searches are there, I just have.
Your
to
search is there, but you've gotta go back in under edit, and then on the contact, you've gotta link it back to one of your, back
And
to
you're
that
still gonna have to tell
contact.
it whether you want it to be automatic, whether you want it to be, you know, that whole process like that too.
I didn't create that.
Turn this and then up here,
Into an
and
auto
see,
mail.
turn this safe search into an auto email.
By saving it, yeah, so that's it.
Auto email, I'm like.
So here's the thing. Pretty much everything that you had in Paragon is somewhere
In here.
in Matrix. And you just gotta, like Esteban, we figured out on narrow or what it was on the searches. It took us 20 minutes, we figured it out, so it's there. It's just, maybe it's called a different animal, it's in a different location. And it's just gonna take a few times playing with it in order to find it. Now, if you go to my matrix. As you're talking. Sorry, that's okay. If you go to my matrix. And you go to the dashboard. Go to the dashboard.
So,
The hell,
Mouse on the opposite side?
alright.
No, the mouse on the opposite side. Yeah.
You gotta be over here.
No, click where you click it. You click it on the opposite side of where she must have it flipped over.
Yeah, because you're standing.
No, so she might have it there.
You know, it's throwing her off.
Okay. So you're on your dashboard. I can't, it's too close in here. Here's your hot sheet. So if you've got the search, this is just everything. You can go in here and click more on the search. So this is residential condo co-op. You can go down. You can tell I don't use a mouse.
I don't know how people.
And you can create your own search. You can cross property in. So say you've got somebody that's looking residential and to family. You can come in here and under cross property and create your own.
Yes, that's what cross property, that's actually kind of a cool
Yeah.
feature now, so if you have someone that's not sure if they wanna be in a
So,
home or a
On
condo.
your stats,
Jump on.
the one thing that I want to utilize with the agents and have sit downs this year is your market share numbers. And what they are. Market share's not there yet. They know it's a hot button and they're working on it. But you do have things where you've got historic sales, months of inventory, you can compare list price to close price. And then you would select that report, then you're gonna go in and tell it whether you want residential or what have you, the county, the town, and it will run your report for you. I was just gonna tell you something. The reports that Jess goes over with everybody during team rallies, they're working on them. One of the things that you have when you pulled up a listing in Paragon and your buyer wanted to make an offer on it, they asked you, well, what are the area comps selling for? And there used to be a link that said nearby solds. That's gonna come back. I was on the phone with the MLS at 8:30 this morning. That's coming back.
If
They
for now,
forgot
you
that it wasn't
can't,
there.
if you go into real list, hold on a minute, if you go into real list for the property,
You can get it that way.
it shows you comparables are right here, and it gives you within the vicinity, so depending upon the town you're in or where you are in a town, it might overlap into another town if you're on the border. But it will show you, like, this pagoda's 4 feet big, so it does bring in stuff to Teaneck that surrounds it. So, but you can go in here and it'll show you. You know,
Start contract is still in the listing
still
where
in
it
there.
always was. You can go to the listing and click start contract, so that has not changed at all.
Janine, yesterday, when I did a change of status, I used the Dropbox for the signature, which I found pretty easy. I got through it. I just don't know now where to find that document.
I don't do anything through NJMLS, so you're asking the wrong person. I only use DocuSign.
So then can you show us how to get the documents?
I think that's
and
awesome.
then-
We don't have to see attorney.
They're in DocuSign.
Anymore.
The change of status form is in the NJMLS folder in DocuSign. All when you click on add documents and go to DocuSign,
So when we create a listing agreement here, and then we have to,
there is no listing agreement right now to be created on NJMLS through NJMLS.
It's coming, Maria.
oh, I haven't
It's
done it.
Not here yet.
a bit, trust
Wait a
me.
minute. You
But
did
when
you did a
it
change of
does,
status?
do you want
Huh?
to go
You did a
in-
change of status here?
No.
I did, and I got it signed right from
Yeah, no, no.
this.
And you got a sign from here?
It was.
And it's
awesome.
That's a
attached-
But
contract.
now I'm
You
looking
do a
at
contract thing too.
documents.
It's
I
attached
thought
to
it was
the,
a Dropbox. I think it's.
I don't know, so in DocuSign, if you go into DocuSign and you're in your room and you hit add documents, and you,
But
you
I
know,
created it from here.
I don't-
And then like I had to ask Joyce, where do I find it? You know how you said those 3 dots to find.
for other things, to
change-
physically change the status and
change
things
the
like that.
status.
I don't, cause I don't do anything in NJ, everything's in DocuSign, cause the contacts are already there, the emails are already there,
Wait
the
a
broker's name's already there. So I just go in, I pull the document in real fast, and I'm literally sending it right back out.
I think a lot of people do contracts do this. You do contracts.
Cause it goes right to their zip forms.
So how does she?
But I also
It's a-
noticed one
If
time,
If this popped up as Dropbox.
I don't,
Well, I'm saying.
I'm telling you.
She went, yes, the forms are on Dropbox.
oh, wait a minute, if you go to your dashboard. It says,
Listing go up, listing agreements, documents and office
yeah,
exclusives.
they're here.
So if you go to
Oh.
forms, when you open up the forms, they open up in a Dropbox.
Looks great, and then I was able to get them signed, which I thought, hey, nice and.
Click change the status,
Oh, there it is.
and it goes
Sign
order,
a copy.
It was wonderful.
yeah, and you fill it in and then it goes.
So it should be in
into
that same
Dropbox.
box. That's
No,
just
but
Dropbox.
the problem is,
After-
This
after
Dropbox is
someone
not
signed it, I don't know what form it
cause the problem is this Dropbox is available through Alan O'Sullivan, so it's his Dropbox. So you're doing this and 5,000 other agents are doing this, which means he's getting all these signed documents into his Dropbox somewhere.
Oh.
It is not your Dropbox.
I had to create a,
Log in,
yeah.
then
Get them to
somewhere-
sign up.
It has to be in there.
She probably did a sign up.
if you have a Dropbox, you have to sign into it, so it's probably somewhere in your personal Dropbox.
So click out of change the status.
That's why I don't do this, because it's
So-
all in DocuSign, because you're doing the same thing here, and that's the thing too, creating a contract. I watched someone create a contract once, you know, they're entering almost the same amount of
Oh, no, I'm
information.
saying you can do it. I don't do it.
But I watched I watched Pam do it once, and I said, why? I said, I didn't realize how much information you still have to enter, even though you're choosing to do it through zip forms.
So if
I
you
said-
go to forms and
It's
docs,
almost the same amount of work as going through DocuSign.
if you wanted to check office exclusives, that's where you're gonna do it.
That's where that is now.
So it's under the listings and associated documents, and then
What's that, what, copy to?
copy to Dropbox. If
You can copy all the documents to your
But
personal Dropbox.
You've got, here, you have office
there's
That's probably
exclusives.
what I did, I created my.
And they're all in DocuSign. This is for people
It
who,
was easy, I saw sign, I made her sign it.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, this is for
Yeah,
people who
yeah.
don't have people don't have signing systems. It's like zip forms for them, but
Yeah.
otherwise, all of our stuff is the
And now, when you
explanation.
copy the Dropbox, are you copying after you fill it in or before you fill it in?
So if you click office exclusive,
It is by month.
this is where you get it. Whether it's cooperate or won't cooperate, so that's where you find the office
Yeah.
exclusives now.
It was always under
All
forms.
right, I'm gonna show you again.
Yes.
Hang on.
Maybe have to go back to the matrix.
So you're gonna go to external links where it says listings, documents, and office exclusives.
Yeah, it's always in this category.
So that's where you're gonna go. Now, if you are doing what Esteban wanted to do yesterday, we had, you can just, now you've got the option to eliminate, if you're doing a search, you can take out the attorney reviews.
That's,
And that's actually nice,
that was like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Oh my
because
god.
when you're searching for
So
active
now
listings,
you
don't
do
have-
Rutherford, we're in residential, and we're gonna get, there's 9 matches.
But you know, I still go through the list and look for an attorney review, I'm like, it literally was unchecked, but I'm still looking for it, it's just like naturally you look for it.
So these are the actives. Now, say you're doing a search for a client. And you could check 1, you can check 3,
Now we can narrow.
and you can check 5. And then you come down
To
here
refine.
where it says refine. And it comes over here to narrow,
It gets rid of it.
and there you go.
So
And
it's
then
like,
you could email.
And then you can email from there. Yes, ma'am.
Is there a way to put 2.5 bags in there?
yes, it is.
2.5.
Can you?
Baths?
Yeah, cause I've tried several times and it guides me to either 2 or 3,
Okay,
but like client wants.
Oh, cause you could
2.5.
never do, you never could search by 2.5, you had to
Right.
search
Yes,
by
for
2.1.
I tried.
but more,
Here's the reality, I always did 2 to
Oh.
3.
I was able to do 2.5.
yeah, no, but remember, that's full baths, so that's why it's never gonna work in that
It's
field.
total baths.
No, 2.1.
2.1,
Yeah. And I'll try it and see.
hold on a minute,
Wait, but
hold on.
can we do like
Let me do some-
Rutherford and then
Let me
do
hide the-
a specific price point?
Alright,
You're not doing the range, so.
alright, so
You want-
here's what you have to pay attention to, as you're doing things, it's gonna start giving you matches down here, so you can start seeing. So you got Rutherford, and so now it's taking it out, so we've got 2.1, what's the price point you say?
Say like 875.
Max?
You don't even, you don't even have to do it, no, you can just do it from price with the commas. So, I mean, the dash between them, so you can do it from the top where it says price to, and just put 400 at where it says price. Above, up.
It's got nothing, it's not
No.
taking the
And
0.1,
take that out, oh, take the price.
it's not it's not taking the 0.1 though.
Okay, so it's not taking,
Look at the box, let's see what happens. Yeah, it got 1. It got 1, it's not taking the 0.1
So
anymore.
So that's.
Try 0.5.
If I'm setting.
Alright, here, no, here, look,
Max.
total bats, X point Y. 2.1. Yep. 1 match.
it's still
Wait,
there.
so 875, let's do 3 bedrooms minimum.
You only have 1 match to begin with. I only got 1 match, Nadia.
Oh,
Stop, you can't refine it anymore.
No,
Yeah.
no, the reason you only have one match is, I'm gonna tell you why. Go back.
But there was only 9 homes
Oh,
for sale in
only 9 homes,
Rutherford.
so-
There were only 9 in Rutherford. But you see where Yesenia was going to put the baths, it wasn't accepting the portion. So you had maximum full baths, minimum full baths, maximum total baths, and then it's total baths. This is where you would have the 0.1.
I have two questions. But wait, 2 questions. So what is the difference with price with the check mark, the 00 to then min or max price? Because I noticed if you go under condo or another, not just residential, that min and max
Yeah,
price
it's
go
not there.
away.
So what you do is, the price is what I use. So like what you would do is, if you wanted 400 to 700, you do 400 dash 700. Up,
Where-
no, up.
Where's
where it
the
says
price?
Right,
Here.
price.
Oh.
You do 400
To
dash
875.
700.
So, cause look, here it's telling you to begin with, the
This
3
without
zeros will
zero.
automatically be included. But now you better put Rutherford in
So
because
how
there's
do we do it?
656,
It's only
There's only gonna be 1 anyway.
yeah.
Because condos want a min and max.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 now.
Yeah,
That's
there's
how you do
6.
it.
Cause we
Two
took the
and a
bath out,
Janine, on top, where do you have county?
right there, it's right here.
Okay,
Oh, I did
so you're typing county, can you click on the right? where
Yeah.
You have to select from the.
Uh-huh.
You can click from the
Okay,
right.
so hold on, this is where I find it frustrating, because you have to add Bergen County and then hit okay. How do we avoid this extra step?
You always did.
No, we had it,
No.
in our MLSs, we were gonna have it,
That's, you could have it as a so you could save it as a standard, you can also save it as
That's what
nothing.
I wanna do, because that was, I had hot sheets.
So when you're
Where it was
creating your searches,
found.
and you create that search, make sure Bergen is on there, so that's, that specific agent has that search
Because I
there.
find this very annoying.
Cause this is how it always was though.
You know what, I never.
Because you never
like
did
that Because I always had it already, Rutherford, Bergen County, like it was.
You
already-
had it, cause you had those set as,
Hot sheet.
because you had it saved that way.
That's
I don't
correct.
think
So
you
I
had
find
it as
this
a
very
hot
frustrating.
sheet, Maria.
You just had double click.
You
You
have
had
your
it
search saved that way.
I
Here.
have a hot sheet, I've always had a hot sheet, so this to me is all new.
Right, and that's always
So
been.
if you
this
go
way.
under your settings,
Go ahead, tell me.
okay, so if you're under settings and it's got, this is your contact information.
Which, by the way, if you need your email address changed, you have to personally email them right now to fix it. You
And
cannot.
Oh.
so that's that's just your contact information. But it's over here under hot sheets, you can set your hot sheets up over
Can you
here.
step to the right, your head was blocked.
I'm sorry. It's kind of hard, because you need this
Okay, I see
thing,
it now, hot sheets, okay, and that was under where, tell me again?
it's under your settings
Got
tab,
touch screen? Just kidding.
You go top to your name.
Hot sheet,
on your top, and it's there for settings,
okay.
okay? So then you've got.
And you can customize your color and your logo.
Yeah, your branding is already set
just
for
want-
you.
Freaking Rutherford, whatever my hot sheets are, so I don't have to.
So-
do those things.
They've set your branding up already for Keller Williams because of your office. So you really shouldn't have to do anything on here unless you wanted to add your picture to your CMAs and stuff like that. But, now where am I going? I'm gonna get a stiff neck by the time I get here. Okay. So you've got here, but Maria, what you wanna do is you wanna come in here and you wanna see your hot sheet's already set for Bergen County, but you can add another one. You could add a hot sheet for 3 towns.
That's what I usually have.
Yeah,
Or
so
like a person and I
you're
just
gonna
go
have to
click
come
on it
in
and
here
close it.
and set your hot sheets up, and each time you wanna set a new one, you're gonna add.
So basically my hot sheets didn't come over or I have
So
to find.
probably, so you've got,
Probably
so,
not.
so here's, say, you're gonna create this one, you're gonna name it Rutherford. Okay, and you're gonna save it. So now you've got Rutherford. and
then
you're gonna
show me
save
how to
it.
Run it.
Okay, so now you're going to edit the criteria. Okay? Cause right now, it thinks it's all of Bergen County. So you're gonna come in here and you're gonna edit the criteria.
And then you'll say.
And you're gonna ask it for, you're gonna put Bergen, you're gonna put Rutherford. You could type Rutherford, or if you remember the number, you put the number in. Whether you want it to be residential, condo co-op, 2-family. You could check 1, you could check 2, you could check all. And then you come on down. Are you looking for 2 families? Are you looking for, is it only a colonial? I mean, you could get very specific as far as, are you looking for capes? Are you looking for bi-levels? You tell it what you want, and you come all the way down, fill it all in. You can keep on going, just like it wasn't a listing, so you can really be refined.
One thing to watch out for is and is checked by default, and if you don't uncheck it and make it or, it will not find records.
Right.
Luckily.
So like if you put like, let's say for basement, you want everything but unfit,
This
but
looks more like.
unfit, not having a basement, if you don't check or, it won't pull up any records.
And then when you get everything done, like say you're looking for, you've got, not mother-daughter, extended family. So a first floor bedroom is essential for this person's search, whoever you're searching for. So you could check that, or, age access features closed. So you do all of that, and then you get to the bottom and you click save.
Especially if you're looking for a unicorn in a town that doesn't have a lot of bi-levels, and you want it, you've got someone that's looking for one. And so you wanna just create a search for that, cause then all of a sudden one day you're in your hot sheets, there's a house pops up for you.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sorry, can you show me where the hot sheet was again, like to run the hot sheet, not to.
So once you get it all saved, you're gonna go back to your dashboard. And your hot sheets are gonna be here.
hot sheets.
So, what,
In the center.
when
So
you
you
want,
just created the Rutherford one.
right, but I didn't put any criteria in it.
Okay.
But, so what you have then is, you can set it, a time frame. It defaults to this session, which means it's only gonna give you new things while you've been logged in. So you should change this, and you could give it 24 hours. You could be 3 days, you could be 7 days, or you could customize it to a time.
Like today would just be today all day long.
Right, today, all day long. So if you were in the habit of having your coffee in the morning and checking the hot sheets, you would probably take a 24-hour. If you haven't checked it in a few minutes or days, well, then you could go 3 days, 7 days, what have
Or
you,
you can create a custom range.
depending upon,
Can you click on custom?
the custom is the time is here. So,
I'd like to see how it looks.
Oh, no,
okay,
yeah,
time frame.
that's weird, it just says custom, it doesn't give you an option.
So here it is. So it goes select a date from which to run or select a time frame. So if it's more than 7 days, this date must be no more than 30. So you'd put,
Oh, that's kind of crazy. 30 days.
well, why would you? But say you
Because
want,
I always check Rutherford every time I.
so
log
then
in.
you're gonna check within
Yeah.
24 hours.
No, but I'd like it always to be my hot sheet so I can click on it and.
Yes,
always check Rutherford. I like to know what the inventory is.
So you would have this set. Now that I've changed it to custom,
And that setting is for each one of the hot sheets, you know what each hot sheet do.
so I'm over here on my dashboard. If you see that my hot sheets now, you can click it to 24 hours and go. So if
Now, is
I,
that for all, that's just for the one you were highlighting on?
No, I think it's all of them, is it?
yeah, there's Bergen County.
I think they need to make it longer.
I think it's allowing you to choose what you want. So when you click on hot sheets, if you're on the 24 hours, it's, you can just click, see, okay, what's 24 hours? Okay, maybe I need to go back 3 days, and you click the 3 days, and now it's gonna give you a 3-day range.
Okay.
Right.
It's
So
gonna allow
this
you
is
to
just,
choose
that
when you
was
click
just
on that.
Bergen County. And then see, the last time frame you have is the one that's gonna be established in there. So the last one I used was 24 hours. So if you go in every day and check your hot sheet, 24 hours is always gonna be there. But if you wanted to see Bergen County for, before
My
you click on it,
feedback
you've
on
gotta
that-
click on the time, if you're gonna change the time.
So she's gotta change it to like 3 days.
So let me
My-
change,
Joyce, my feedback to take back to NJMLS, if they're asking, would be to extend that more than 30 days. Cause I mean,
I hate to
I
say
use
it,
it indefinitely.
in this market,
what do you mean? No, it's back
it's only
30
back
days.
It's back 30 days.
It's
Back 30
But
days.
back
So
30
today,
days.
30 days
So
back.
the hot sheet stays there.
Yeah.
Okay. that's
So
fine.
whenever you create your hot sheet, it's gonna be here, but then you'll choose, you're going in, let's just say you haven't been in a week, you're gonna choose 7 days. Cause you were on vacation and you didn't track.
Correct.
So you'll choose 7 days and you'll choose 7 days and then you're gonna click
So
on.
there
hot
were
sheet.
660 when I went back 3 days in Bergen County.
Cause it was all of Bergen
I was-
County.
I was misinterpreting that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
No.
So once you put your criteria in for your
So
specific hot
Maria, if
sheet.
you're checking every day, 24 hours is gonna stay on your hot sheet.
I got you now.
And then and like you said, if you wanna know just what single family homes are, you can change the name to Rutherford Single Family, Rutherford Condo. So then you can have your
And then I can
variations.
say I wanna see what came up in the last 24 hours.
24 hours.
Last
I've been on vacation, I went for the
Alright.
last 7 days.
to deal with that.
So when you set up the search and you have it on auto emails, there's a way now that you can see what houses have already been sent to somebody, right? So,
Really?
yes, that's part of this new.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
It's called,
I didn't know that.
That,
Oh, no, no, I was thinking something different.
So we-
I don't
yeah,
have
go into-
any set.
Save searches, okay.
You're talking about this?
No.
Yeah.
So that's, that,
You can
you
see
but
how
you gotta
many
check that
people
setting.
say
When you
CMAs
go
and
ahead and
certain
click it, it
criteria.
says, so, go back in the message.
Janine.
Huh?
To her point, we used to be able to see how many people saved CMAs in a certain price range. That's the limit?
I never did my CMAs. Ask him on how I do a CMA up here.
Well, you see so much. you probably-
No, he'll call me on the phone, I'm on my way to an appointment, or I'm doing something, can you just, and I'll literally call him 5 minutes later and just run numbers for him. But I'll run numbers in my head.
That was a dangerous thing you just said to a room full of people.
It's better, he hasn't done it in a while to me, but he'll like, that's what, but I run numbers
It
in my
makes
head.
me wanna like sit up there with you and just.
I think I'm good with numbers. Jim McCartney used to do it with me too. He'd be like, tell me,
So-
and I'm like, this is the price.
Here's the one that Janine had set up. It said that the advanced market update section allows you to optionally choose an update type and or update data. So her search is all of this, but the last time she ran it was in October. So, who knows what you were doing? You could put a range in here for what you wanted. Or 0 to 60 days back. And then you can run the update. But we don't have any searches set up to show you what's already been sent to somebody.
Yeah, I don't have anything set up. Because my clients
You
are not
gotta get
looking,
used to it, that's.
but not even that, my clients aren't even looking at Bergen County, the ones I've got looking at.
There's nothing you can do to hurt the system. So the best thing to do is play, and could it take you 20 minutes or a half hour to, and then when you find it, you're gonna be, oh, yeah, there it is. Like when Esteban and I were like, I don't wanna see 21 properties. And I go, it's gotta be here, and sure enough, down on the bottom, it said refine and narrow.
And I think the
What-
way you use it, the more.
But what I will say is when I logged into a New York agents last night. And you're on your, and you go to your My Matrix. And you go to My Listings, I guess that's what I got, okay, this is what I have. So if I'm in My Listings, these are incomplete statuses I. What's quite nice is if I were to go to my sold and leased activity, it's gonna show me everything that I've done. And you can change it, there is a way, at least in New York, there's a way to change it. Okay, so New York has two options. I was in last night, so I was doing some Circle of Excellence, which is actually a great way to get your Circle of Excellence. It was my sold for the last 12 months,
That's
or the last
Garden
year.
State does the same thing.
Yeah.
But it shows me all my transactions that were on the MLS. This is everything that I've done over the past, but New York has another option that says the last year, the year before. Your active, you can choose, and you can choose office listings. That's something we never really could get a good option on too. If I go
Well,
to
that's what I
office,
was asking, office listing.
office listings, every office listing, you just go into my listings and then you change your drop down up here. And this is all of our office listings. You see active ARIP. We have pages.
How do you guys do that again?
Go to My Matrix,
My matrix,
My-
my listings.
hold on, and My Listings.
And now.
And then you just choose, since I was on office listings, it automatically
Oh.
stayed there. But then you're gonna choose my incomplete listings, my personal listings.
It'll show you your upcoming expireds.
Right, upcoming
Before
expired,
you get the nasty gram from the MLS.
my ARIP, my sold, my hits, then it's all of the
The
other.
office.
And then my editable, I don't really know what the hell that means.
Probably in progress.
Yeah. But I don't have anything in that category. Mine are all in the incomplete state because I've been teaching classes. So it's just showing me what is incomplete. But that's in
So
there.
in other words, on my editable, if you had to change the status on one of your
You can
listings,
go here.
you could go right there and get it.
Or you go, like I said,
Or you could go to the list of my listings.
go to input, click on the 3 dots. And you would have other options that I don't currently have. Because my listings are not active.
It's user friendly, gotta get used to it.
It is.
One thing you do wanna make sure is, we were talking about the automatic emails to client,
Figure shit out.
the automatic emails to clients.
Play with it.
No,
And
right,
at
right.
the time, and then like when I was looking for something yesterday, I read through like the instructions, I was like, oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because I took the time,
Yeah.
you know,
What were you saying?
Automatic emails, when you set it up, you need to text your client, because if they don't accept it, they will never get emails.
God.
They have to get an email that
It,
says,
this is not,
accept it.
this is
That's the
nothing to do
ma-
with the
that's the
NJMLS.
matrix.
These, no, it's not even that. These are new laws.
Oh, okay.
So if you get emails and you say unsubscribe me, and it says, you know, it'll tell you that it takes 7 days
Yeah.
to unsubscribe you, and it's now 2 weeks later, you can go after the company. So text
But that's
messages.
interesting, because Garden City hasn't changed that over yet, you can create new.
No,
stuff
the
like
new
that.
law is going into effect any
Okay.
day. Text messages to your clients, they have to have a way to opt out.
Well, no, this is the email part, like if you don't,
Email
I'm saying-
also, because it's email considered spam.
but
Like you find
These
something
fines,
for
and you can get fined,
Texting me,
but you can get fined, who?
anthropology.
Yes, but you originally told them yes to receive text
So how the
messages.
hell do I get out of it?
When you
And
read your text
unsubscribe.
message,
no,
read your text message, it
the
says,
next time you get a text message, send the word stop that.
Stop, yeah.
yeah, it says stop, it says it in there, yes.
They text me.
Stop will stop.
Stop.
You're
Literally
using
said
the
it.
word stop. it
But
don't stop.
emails, fines are upwards of $10,000.
No, my thing is like, I didn't realize it, cause I like, and now you have to now.
You're sending
when you
a
first set these on
request.
emails, you need to make sure you notify your clients, because if you don't
Right,
notify them, they're not gonna get the email.
Says you're stopping text messages.
If you set up someone on a search and they accept, and then you're changing it, cause now that I know that you can do the cross one that I didn't know before, I have 2 searches for one thing, just like in the past.
Just marry them to the other search. They've accepted yes to receive, hopefully they shouldn't get it again.
Right, so-
They've accepted the ability to receive messages from Matrix
So
itself
they don't have to
and
accept
you.
again if I.
So they
click.
shouldn't
No,
have to.
it's still the same, it's
Cause it's the
search.
same
So I
server,
delete that, so I delete the other 2, and
and then just remarry them to the new one.
Build-
So I don't even have to build it again, I could just.
When you
come
text,
together.
Go into the new one of them, and now you can choose multiple categories instead of just one category.
And
Right.
But it will change the field.
You just have to remarry.
you need texting a listing.
It will change the field.
I can't just
No?
move
Yes,
it, marry
yes.
it together into one email.
So this.
They have to be-
Before we.
Can't-
Oh, from the bottom, yeah, just pull up a
Single
listing.
family, because you're gonna have it.
That's why you're gonna know.
Yeah, we got
You may not have a maintenance, which is not something on a single family. But maybe it's
I
like,
gotta get close.
try and see.
So
Yeah,
if,
let's say you wanna text.
And then you get.
so it's down here, text/email.
Yeah, okay, I've played with it, but I never sent a text.
So you're gonna, this is for email,
This is for text or?
that's email to listings.
Yes.
And then,
Send, it says add, send, also send it as via SMS. See right
Oh, the
there?
second,
But
okay, so I wasn't sure, so I didn't.
Click SMS.
They have to opt in.
where am I?
Right, just back,
Right there,
right there.
Click that, and it should give you
And
probably
now
a
you
drop.
can-
down
Yes,
something.
but from what I was told, they're not getting a physical link. They are actually getting, it's not a, normally you would get a link
You
to
wanna
the
email me?
MLS.
All
They're
right,
getting a
so,
PDF link.
At my email, real estate.
That's what I
Oh,
was,
so you
So
can't go,
we're
through-
not
you don't get the
putting
pictures then.
We're not.
Real?
I was told by somebody that it's
I
not,
think that's true.
that they
Esteban?
currently are just
At
getting
G-
like a PD, if they click the link, it's
FTEB.
PDFs, the PDF sheets, not an actual link that we used to be able to.
Like collab link.
real estate
At
Esteban,
Gmail.
Yeah,
He has a
but
very
before,
long email, it's a pain in the ass.
before you.
So you'll get this,
I know, I'm gonna find out, I don't know.
and also send links via Sims,
He's
okay?
not in my contacts, so he's not going to get a text
Yeah, but
message.
before you didn't need the email, just
You cannot,
directly to the number.
what did it say I cannot do?
They have to opt in order to receive.
Email sent to Esteban, your most recent message will be sent by text when they opt in.
no, how the hell do you opt in? You gotta accept.
Yeah.
You gotta go to your
And-
email.
And I
Did you
have,
get an email?
and I got the text and email.
You did get a text.
And the text says what, yes,
No, no, no,
click,
no, no,
click
no.
Y or whatever?
Hold on,
You
hold
have
on.
his number saved in there or no?
No, you.
Hold on, I got the text, I mean, I got the email.
Oh, yeah, under
We're all
contact.
learning.
They had-
I didn't have to accept anything,
The email he didn't have to accept,
but let me see if I got.
text messaging they do. I don't think you did, because I don't
No, I
have,
didn't, it was.
you did it because you're not,
Okay, you're
because he's
sending
not in
out,
my contacts and he'll never get a text message from me.
all right,
Alright,
so
so who
let's,
is in your contact?
let's send it to
Me,
He's
Yesenia.
not in there either.
Is anybody in there?
I need a contact that's in
Create a
here.
contact right there.
Yeah, but that means
Create a contact.
Jill.
you need the email. Before you didn't need it at all.
Yes, you
Just-
did.
No, you didn't. You could just send it
Send it,
as a regular
text.
phone number. You didn't need an email.
Why am I doing myself?
No, there was an option. It was a.
Esteban,
Just text.
Never knew that.
all right, and put his cell phone number in.
And they had the,
That's
when
deep.
they did text, they could see pictures on it too?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a PDF, which means it's just more.
And then give him, not that number, the cell phone.
201-375-5167.
I don't remember that anymore.
Click save.
You two make a good team.
So now
You
type
and
in two.
Joyce.
go ahead, take that.
Ah,
Send opt-in.
send opt-in email.
Yay.
Okay. So we all just learned.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
See, you gotta play, but it's better to play in a group.
You got it via email
Yeah,
or text message?
text message.
Cause I had them in there.
Now get rid of that
Add it
email
to the-
address.
That's okay. No, I wanted to send, I wanna
Okay.
see something, cause I was told now when you're sending stuff, it's when the client clicks on it, they're not getting a link, they're getting like a PDF version of the
All
phone.
right, so now go
I
back
wanna
and
make
send it to
sure-
them.
I
Get
got
it
a
ready.
text from, it doesn't come from you, it comes from One Home.
Yeah, I
One
already,
home?
I already
It
said.
says it in there that it's gonna come from one.
Yeah,
All right,
so I got a text and.
But what did the text actually show you just now, though?
Link and. You know, I'll use my phone.
You and I have the same phone.
so,
Oh,
so here's Esteban.
so it did show a actual, somebody else, so they were,
So there it is, and also send the link via Sims.
no, if they click on it through their text message, they are getting
Oh,
actual.
pictures now.
The pictures are in there, it's not a PDF.
But now
Oh, so now you can
are you
just-
getting a text
And
message?
it is,
Yeah.
and it
Did
is.
you just get the text?
Yes, he did.
Another one?
Yeah, but he got this already, cause I sent it.
Oh.
I think, but the thing is too, up top, it's actually tagged to Keller Williams, so it's showing that it's
Oh.
QB, that it's got my graphics, here's your phone back, I know how to work it. It's the only phone I know in this office, I know how to work it.
So, yes, Laura.
If you're looking for a rooming house, is there an option where you do that for properties with more than one units?
Open house,
For
Rooming house.
rooming house.
Yes.
Ooh.
I don't think we have-
There used to be the option 4+ for the unit, for unit number, now you only saying he's selling 2, so see where that would respond to.
Did you get that? On your text messages?
You're probably gonna have, they're probably gonna consider it under mixed use. Yeah, number of residential units, number of commercial
Got
units.
it.
And then you've got, office apartment, other
Email, maybe?
apartment.
Check your email.
5+ family, which would, rooming house would
They
come
don't
under
give you-
5+ family.
And then one more question, we used to be able to, on the old MLS, at the top, on the search bar, we used to be able to look up, let's say, pronounce it 1, 2, 3 Main Street. We would go,
You-
let's say, if, yes,
You can't put the word street.
So if you're on
1,
your,
2, 3 Main is all you can do, and then you have to sort by town.
if you're on your dashboard, and then, so it says enter here,
Just write 1, 2, 3 Main. It does not take street, it doesn't take Ave, it doesn't, unless you physically write the word street out.
You hit enter. 126 Q.
Why did 1, 2, 3 Main come up with anything? That should have come up.
there may be no 1, 2, 3 Main in there right now.
See, when you put the word street, nothing populates, I don't know why. Oh, wait, I like to go to the dashboard.
All right, so,
I'm gonna give you a real address.
No.
all right, search Freeland,
1, 2, whatever.
What?
Breeland.
That I know.
There you go.
And then what you have to do is also search, right, then you sort it by town. There's a Vreeland and Bergenfield, and this is pain in the ass. But you can search, if you know the MLS number, copy it,
All right, so wait a second,
paste it.
is there a Breeland in Rutherford?
there
Yes,
is.
There is,
All right, so put Breeland,
you won't take anything but this.
Rutherford?
Nope, it's gonna yell at you.
Are you looking, no, you gotta do the number of Breland, right?
Yeah, you gotta do the number.
I don't have anything from Vreeland.
They just had a French.
126 Q.
Maria. They just had a French.
K-E-I-O, yeah.
I don't know, I
Yeah.
haven't logged on to it.
The 126
See
deal
more?
came up, and look, there's a red arrow down that there was a price decrease on this.
Hello?
It's active 22 days.
And what are the stats on it? On the bottom here, what are the stats on
Yeah, let me
it?
see the stats.
What are the stats? Let's look.
Charts.
That's just
I have no
stats in
idea.
general.
Oh, that's with those stats. I thought we were gonna get stats on the,
Property.
Unless I do this, and then you click on, I wasn't checked on it.
Well, I can
Now I
cloud
can do
CMA from
CMA
here.
from here.
Mhm.
You can text and email directly from here, you can print quick CMA, cloud CMA, another sort of CMA, get to schedule the showing time appointment. So I click on this,
It goes
showing
there.
time is gonna open up, and I'm not going to.
Before, if the property was not listed, we were able to see a tax record. What about now?
You have to
Yeah.
go here to tax and go to public record. Or go to real list.
Wait, you know what, type in. Go to my metrics, type in 103. Rutherford. Is there a tax record?
No,
No?
the tax here automatically brings you to real list.
Yeah, they've
Or it's
eliminated that tax,
or
that
it's
master and the
what you call it.
detailed report.
Right,
that
because we're using a
you
different
used to
tax
get.
record.
They've eliminated that,
So,
so.
and what's annoying too, is like, let's just say you wanted to see the history of this home of when that category
It's
isn't
coming,
available
it's
yet.
coming.
So if you're looking at expired listings, seriously, or under withdrawals, pay attention. Just because it was withdrawn, doesn't mean it's not active again. Can't click on history to see that. So people are getting phone calls for expireds or, it expired and then the agent might have wanted it to expire because they wanted it off the system for a day or two. And they relisted it, but the agent's just running like an expired sheet, but they can't click on history to see if it's been relisted. So you have
So
to
it's
pay attention.
It's coming.
So basically those.
They're working
the
on
gray
it.
ones are being worked on
Yes,
still. Got
they're
it.
slowly, one by one, coming back to life.
All right, now.
Anything else?
I
Well,
guess
the-
so we'll have more.
Now there is example, 10-02.
Oh, don't even do that, because that doesn't work to begin with.
Fairlawn.
I hate to say that, even if you were to search because of Fairlawn and Patterson, because they have dashes in there.
I would just search by the street name in
Try to search
Fairlawn
by the
for
street
now.
name, Fairlawn and Patterson,
But I
because even
think-
with the old. You could search by the street name, but they're gonna bring up every town imaginable.
Is a better avenue in Fairlawn.
If you
And-
know,
Dash,
I know,
I'm going to put
But I
in
just
10,
had this one for a long.
the better.
what, 10-2,
Avenue?
and it came up?
I'll do
What,
14.
all right,
Never mind.
what do you want me to search for Fairlawn?
10, 02.
No, because
Better
the listing
avenue,
out comes
better.
up, so I can't share it, sorry.
It's not on the MLS one. That's what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
See, even in the old MLS system, when you tried to do this, it was funky, it doesn't
Yeah.
work right. So there were times, like if your client tells you a property is listed for sale, and it's a stupid address like this,
So you'd have to go
Google it.
there.
get the MLS number from Zillow and pop it in.
I put
Yeah,
only
it's so
10,
much faster.
and I found, I put only 10 better.
Yeah, and that,
I found 10-01, 10-03.
Yeah,
Oh, space, yes, that's something that I have to search too.
Yeah.
yeah.
So here you go,
the worst year.
10, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, like one.
It's a pain, it's always been a pain, Fairlawn and Patterson the same way.
You did.
Why?
I did.
First year work, it's just.
It's a learning curve, and
here's-
just know that every day, the MLS is letting another component
You hot sheets.
come back and be alive.
We shall get to the.
So, hopefully by the end of, in the next week or two, I'll be able to do market stats with everybody and, do your
But
market
every,
share
I
reports.
will say this, every,
Social bank.
guys,
Tell me.
2 more minutes. You two, there's 2 seconds.
Me.
For 2 seconds.
Sorry.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 11, pretty sure it's Tuesday at 11. Larry Gruber from Ridgewood is teaching in Ridgewood, but it's on Zoom. So you can always hop on one of his classes, except for when we have a team meeting or something. And because there's constantly updates, constantly changing. He shows other things than we just showed too. So, but it's a constant change, constant update. So it's just a matter of paying attention to emails that come out from NJ, from Joyce, if we're putting stuff in the chat, because it will improve, it will get better. It's just not there, like anything. Here's the reality, people were pissed. The old system, the company, said, we're done, we're shutting down, goodbye. NJ had no choice but to switch.
So no more access to Paragon?
That's gone, it's done.
I haven't tried.
When the ball dropped, Paragon dropped.
You see all this.
Let me ask you this, do you know how to save the matrix page as a bookmark? No, I tried it. Okay, I was like, I'm like, it keeps bringing up more logic and it won't let me do it.
No, so when I log out,
The minute my listing goes live, I don't have to.
I will log out.
On social media.
I just go click here to log back in, and I just hit I actually might have saved it.
I did that, and every time I go back to it, it says core logic, and it won't bring up the page.
Well, I'm
It's
good
stupid.
now.
It's weird, mine
So I
saved.
have to go into the old New Jersey MLS, click on Matrix, and then go to Matrix.
Oh, I'm still doing, yeah, that I'm still
Oh,
doing.
But I'm saying
no,
that-
mine's
It will not bring this page up.
now, as of at some point on Friday, it will save your login information.
It does say my login information
It
when I get
did
to
in the
the, when I get to the
beginning.
actual page, but it will not do it from a bookmark. It will not do it from a bookmark. I will show you, I tried it, I literally go to
I'll
the
come over
page,
there with my magic.
save it, and then bookmark it, and it won't do it.
See that far side?
Yeah, that's the error right there, yep, the exact one I
No,
get all the time.
You put it in the wrong,
Yeah,
website.
No, I'm literally clicking,
Why
I'm
are you
clicking-
numbers?
I'm
You-
clicking the exact website, that's what I'm putting on the bookmark, and then I'll go back into it, it won't bring it up.
What's your schedule like? How about we meet for dinner this weekend?
Oh.
You. Area code, like New Jersey area code.
No, that's when it was going.
I don't know what that says,
Spam.
you wanna go get your nails done?
You block.
And if you responded to it, then they were like, oh, but I have a job offer, blah, blah, blah.
No, if you.
Are you here? I'm not responding to
Amazon
this.
told
It's
me that India
okay.
logged into my Amazon account, it's not even my Amazon account, it's my
No,
son's.
I never told you.
I know, they were like, click on this, I was like, wow, of course the heart
Sorry, I'm
starts
not ready to say
racing.
So Janine, yeah, if you wanna come over and try it, I'm like.
Thank you, everyone. Bye. Have a great weekend. And
Bye, Zoom land.
Zoom land people. Bye.